Welcome to Inside Sim Racing. I'm Billy Strange. Today's test drive will be in RaceRoom. We're going to take the KTM Crossbow RR around the Red Bull Ring. 30-minute race, and I've made a championship over 6 races. They've only got 2 races, or tracks, from the 6 races they're going to do in 2017. Alright, well, I'm skipping all of qualifying, at least showing you qualifying, because I did terrible. So, real quick, show you car setup here. It's a spec series. You can't adjust the gear ratio. You can't, there's no traction control. You can't adjust the differential settings. Like I said, it looks like I'll have to do a pit stop, which I'm not real sure how to do. I don't think I've ever done a pit stop in this, so this could end up not good. Here's my steering settings. Had to turn the force feedback down, the multiplier. I run at 95 in the overall settings, and then at the stock 75% with the T300. And we're going to do a rolling start, 30 minutes, Red Bull Ring, in a championship series. There is success ballast. I don't even know where we start. Here we go. Second gear on the start, but that's about the only time you're ever going to touch second gear. Shifting seems to be very critical with this car. It's very finicky with how it shifts. At least I noticed. Oop, little lock up there. Always pushing me off. I do have slowdown penalties on. It shoved me over, but I was going slow enough that it really didn't affect much. And you'll also notice I didn't get any damage. I have damage on, but RaceRoom is not known for its realistic damage here. Oop, got a little bump, but that's okay. Seems that the AI wants to play rough. And the AI I have set to adaptive. So we'll see if we can last the whole race. We'll get about 18 to 20 laps in. So trying to do a little right foot braking here to begin with. Conserve a little fuel. But anyway, to get the adaptive AI to work... Ooh, put her back in 21st, alright. Slow down. Oh, didn't go into third. And that seems to be an issue. I don't know if it's the car or if it's RaceRoom. I don't have it with any other sim. It seems to miss gears, and now I've damaged my transmission trying to put it back into gear, so could be just me with the car. It just seems very sensitive to gear changes. For the third time, back onto the subject I was talking about, the adaptive, it's electronic. The adaptive AI, in order to get it to work, you have to run about 2 to 3 races with it. So what I would do is run 2 or 3 short races, make sure you qualify as well, get a setup going, and you'll find that they're... Come on. They're pretty difficult to get around with the settings that they come up with after about 2 to 3 races. And obviously, the more you run with them, the more accurate it's going to get. It kind of learns. Again, let's conserve a little fuel there, since we're still going to get a good run on the straightaway. And so, yeah, they've updated the AI. At one time, I really liked the AI, and then something happened with the AI in RaceRoom that it really wasn't performing well. So I kind of steered clear from it, but now the AI seems to be well adjusted. Like they've been reformed. No, that just, you can tell there's been some work done. That could have been a second gear turn. They're definitely aggressive. And like I said, with the adaptive AI, they put up a pretty good fight. But you do have to put a little time in to get them to work correctly. But like I said, looks like short races, 3 to 5 laps, along with qualifying, really kind of helps RaceRoom figure out what level to put you at. As for the... a little hot. As for the crossbow itself, this is probably the best a crossbow has ever felt to me. Usually they're extremely nervous. And I don't particularly care for them. A little too much curve there. Oh, saved it. I'll move over. That guy's gonna run me over if I don't. All the way up to 14th. Oh, wow. I slowed down way too much, I guess. But this car seems more planted. I feel more connected to it. The force feedback, again, it's pretty good. Get a good sense of what the car's doing. At some point, I'll probably cross it up too much and then show off what the car's like. It definitely plants the rear end of the car a lot, so you'll get an on-throttle push, which in some cases can help you power out of a slide. Not always the fastest way, but if you make a mistake, it does seem to help. You can see that little bit of a push I get there. And then I trail brake in this turn, because if you don't, that'll happen. But it's to a much worse extent. Let's see if we can chase down 12th. Car was a little stiff to me, so I softened up the roll bar, or the sway bars. Seemed to help a little. One thing you can't seem to do in RaceRoom is adjust the, oh, too deep. And then I stabbed the brake. Don't do that. Hurt the motor a little with an over rev. But yeah, in general, you can't, at least in this car, and I don't think in any other cars, I don't think you can adjust the air pressures in the tires. And they do not allow for individual adjustments for each corner of the car. You change the front springs, you change the rear springs, that front dampers, rear dampers, that kind of thing. You can't individually change camber, which seems, I mean, it's a bit simplistic. Good Lord, shift. It's a bit simplistic. Need to concentrate, I'm all over the place. But effective. The hard part is there's no telemetry that lets you know. That guy's right on my butt. There's no telemetry to let you know how hot your tires are getting, any inside, middle, outside, nothing. So it's, I find it, you know, then you've got to go off based off of feeling, and that's sometimes not always the best indicator. Sometimes you need that telemetry to help you determine where the setup of a car can improve. Alright, we're catching the car in front of us. That was a good lap I clicked off because I quit talking. Down into the 135s. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, didn't go into third. God dang it. That's so frustrating. Really, really frustrating that it just doesn't want to go into gear sometimes. And I'm not sure. I've tried messing with the bounce settings. I think that's what it's called. I tried recalibrating my shifter in the Thrustmaster program, and like I said, I don't have problem in any other sim with this except, well, I've only tried it with this car recently. But like I said, I don't know if it's endemic to the car or RaceRoom as a whole, but definitely not getting clean shifts when I should be. Like I said, if I wasn't making a clean shift, I would think that the damage indicator would come up. The only time I got damage was when it didn't go into gear and I tried to put it into the correct gear. That really stinks. We were right behind those guys too. Lost a lot of time, but we're in 13th. Almost spun out. Wow. Okay, well, lost a bunch of spots. Just a series of, wow, something's different with the car. How do I go from running my fastest lap ever to... And the thing that's killing me is the gear shifts. It's not going into gear. And it's really, really hurting my run. Which I thought I had fixed it. See, why is it... It would be nice if they gave you a little meter that showed your throttle, brake, and clutch input, so you know that everything's working correctly. But that is not what it is. I mean, RaceRoom always has excellent sounds. I think the driving is really good, and now that they've improved the AI, it really is fun. Like, I tried the new DTM cars the other day. I've never really liked the DTM cars before, but now those DTM cars are a blast. But this is just... feels like it's being difficult just to be difficult and not for a good reason. And yes, I'm still using the Fanatic pedals, the CSR Elites. Just talked to Frank from Rickmotech earlier, and he thinks he knows what the problem is with my brake pedal, so I'm going to ship him my brake pedal just to have him go through it, make sure I haven't messed up anything else. And then we talked about some options for the brake feel that I'm looking for, so he's going to send those to me as well. Frank, you know, I bought those pedals, and anytime I've had a question, he's always answered them, responded right away. So far, Rickmotech has great customer support. Okay, we're on the last lap here. Just not quite fast enough. And it seems that hurting the motor just a little bit really took a little bit out of the car. Interesting, I've got tire wear on, but tires didn't wear a whole lot, so I don't know if that's the tire compound or what. It's mainly the missed shifts that are killing me. But I mean, as you can see, that adaptive AI, I mean, 134.9, I think that's the fastest I've ever gone, which, you know, may or may not be that quick in terms of other human players, but not gaming the system. I've got a basic setup on it. We'll come back. I'm trying to talk and drive. And yeah, I lost contact and they just kind of pulled away. So should have finished up a little higher. That's not going to happen. We're going to get 15th. Where did I start? I started in the mid-20s, I think. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's not good. Oh, there it goes. Wow. That was one heck of a long pause. We ran 20... I think we ran 20 laps, 21 laps. So, we were real close on fuel. So, hopefully that gives you an idea of at least some of the improvements done to RaceRoom in terms of the AI mainly. The AI just seems to be much more competent, and they put up a challenge, especially, like I said, if you work with the AI just a little bit, just do a couple two or three primer races, and you'll find that, at least in what I've done, they give you a pretty good challenge. And, you know, if you were interested in RaceRoom, hopefully you took advantage of the Black Friday deal. I don't know if it's still going on, but you can get all the content in RaceRoom for about the price of a AAA game or so. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this look at the new AI in RaceRoom, plus the KTM Crossbow RR. If you did happen to enjoy the video, please click the like button. Lets us know that you did enjoy this video. In fact, for the latest in sim racing news, visit isrtv.com. You can follow me on Twitter if you like at strange_Billy. If you've got any tips for RaceRoom, you can let me know through there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.